Hi. I just want to say before I start this video that I'm going to be doing a lot of talk about Bernie Sanders, and I'm going to be mentioning Debbie Wasserman Schultz as well, because I feel that she is a big part of the story. And had Debbie Wasserman Schultz kept her nose out of everything, or at least been an honest dealer, I think that the whole Trump presidency probably wouldn't have even happened. And I also believe that the fight was truly between Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. And in my honest opinion, I think Bernie Sanders would have knocked the holy shit out of Donald Trump. He would have won the presidency, and we would have had a President Bernie Sanders. Now, what I want to clarify is that even though I'm talking about Bernie Sanders, and I would love for him to run again, and I think he would be a great candidate, I do think that there are other candidates that are just as strong or stronger, and I 100% would back those candidates as long as I agree with what their platform is. So this is not, I'm not one of those people that is like Bernie all the way, only Bernie. I like Bernie, I love Bernie. I don't 100% agree with everything that Bernie has done with all of his decisions, or the Bernie supporters, the Bernie boys, the Bernie bros, definitely don't agree with those types of people. But I think he would make a great candidate. I think he's really strong. I think he's honest and forthright and really cares and really loves people. And, but if not Bernie, then let's bring out someone better, someone stronger, someone younger. Who knows who that might be? So anyhow, here is my video. Thank you very much. Let's talk about Bernie Sanders for president. Let's talk about Debbie Wasserman Schultz and what she did to Bernie Sanders. Let's talk about how the world was affected by that little screw up, intentional as it was. So now that all this truth is coming to light and people are waking up and seeing what really happened, we all know what happened to Bernie Sanders. We all know what happened with the Debbie Wasserman Schultz story. So hoping that Bernie comes back for another run, that we have a special election, and that Bernie Sanders totally comes back and becomes the president, because he was meant to become the president anyhow. This was a miscarriage of justice that was perpetrated by the DNC as well as Russia, as well as the RNC. So essentially, Sanders got squeezed out, and he was the candidate. I think the fight was really between Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. That was the real fight. Clinton never should have even been in there to begin with. I mean, my God, pathetic, ridiculous. We were literally given a bag of sand. Very unfair situation, and to find out that it was manipulated just pisses me off. Okay, well, I just got really worked up, so I need to chill out. But it's hard not to get worked up when talking about the incredible amount of injustice and thinking about all the pain that it's already caused for so many people, especially if you are an immigrant in the United States. I don't think I'm really going to edit these. These are really going to be way off the cuff. And by the way, when I'm talking, I actually have loud music in my ears because I'm walking, and I love to basically just hear the music. It just moves me. So moving and listening to music that moves me inspires me to actually create more effectively, or at least I think speak more effectively without thinking about what I'm saying so much and stopping myself. So that being said, yeah, I'm freaking outraged. So outraged. I think I have what's called politically enraged syndrome. I got it when the election was stolen in 2000, and I have it now. But this time it feels different because people are really waking up. I think people are actually woke at this point, and the fact that people are woke is very comforting. My God, people realize what's really going on. People see it. Not 100% of the people see it, but I mean, my God, a huge percentage of the people see it now. And now that people see it and it's uncovered, we're never going back. The power's been taken out. It's like the balloon has been popped, And now there's just like this dead skin of the balloon that's being dragged around. And it's like, okay, well, we don't even need a new balloon at this point. We need a whole new system. We don't need to rebuild what we already had, because what we already had became rancid and went bad. So this is the result of what we had. So we need to rebuild something new, something better, something that's actually fair for all people. Yes, all people. It's that amazing concept that every person, no matter who you are, has the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. I know that's something that we forgot, because last couple of years, if you are a Republican, you thought you'd have to be a man, a white Christian straight man with money in order to have the right to happiness and for self-determination. But that didn't work out too well, did it? No, it didn't work out too well. So now the pendulum is totally shifting the other way. And for that, I am very grateful. And it is not going to stop. So now that the balloon has popped, where do we go from here? I don't think anybody wants to go back and recreate the same old system that brought us to a place where we have a situation like Trump. So the system was clearly broken even before Trump got in. I mean, we could talk about term limits, we could talk about lobbyists getting into Congress, we could talk about the fact that Congress has their health benefits until they die and can retire with their full pension at a much earlier age than us mere mortals. So those are all issues that are going to need to be straightened out as well, because that led to the corrupt system that broke and that we are now sitting in the rubble of. And, you know, obviously there's some pretty easy fixes to that. You take away those things, you put on term limits, you stop lobbyists from getting involved in Congress, and you don't allow them to have lifetime benefits for their health benefits while the rest of us suffer and starve. So those are pretty easy fixes to start with, and then we kind of work our way out from there.